Lions fans, we are 1 day away from Lions versus Seahawks, game 2 of the regular season, which I expect there to be a packed house at Ford Field tomorrow. We got a few injury updates. Let's talk about it. All right, Lions fans. So, Seahawks tomorrow. Revenge game. Game 2 of the regular season. Trying to get off to a fast start. Watching the Seahawks this past week, I was not impressed whatsoever. Offense is still stagnant, even though they have DK Metcalf, and some pretty big names over there. They just can't get it together over there on the offensive end. Plus, they're a little banged up. Offensive line is a little banged up now. But they let Matthew Stafford, Atwell, and everybody else give them 300-plus yards. They were absolutely not able to get any pressure on Matthew Stafford with that offensive line, be it the LA Rams. So, against our offensive line, it's not going to be any easier for these dudes. Witherspoon most likely will be back into the secondary lineup. That helps them defensively, but our offense is going to be electric tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing Gibbs thrown into the offense a little bit more, and see what that does for our offense. We all wanted to see him a little bit more in that Kansas City game, but we got to understand he's a rookie, so they're going to bring him along. Dan Campbell. Don't bring him along, man. They're not going to just force and push him out there just to have him out there, right? But I expect the offense to be able, to find some creases and some holes and, be able to do what they got to do out there to help this team come out with a victory. I think the Lions offense definitely somewhere between the 20s to the 30-point range. For the Detroit Lions offense tomorrow. So, like I said, it's going to be electric in that building tomorrow. It's going to be a tough time for their offense. Geno has a task ahead of him. It's going to be, they put more tickets on sale and then it sold out again. So, it's going to be that type of day tomorrow for them. Of course, with the ski mask being around in the audience, it's gonna be something different. So I consider CJ to be the new Rasheed Wallace for the Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? Rasheed was that spark plug. He kept the fans going. Went out there, made some guarantees, did everything, man. Right? He took all the hits and put them on his shoulders. And Gardner-Johnson, man, is animated. He's also a dog at the same time. I just need you to catch them picks, though, CJ. I need you to catch them picks because I caught at least about 3 or 4 picks. Even Aaron Glenn, mentioned that in this press conference. Man, you got to catch them joints. I need you to get on that football, that ball tossing machine, man, and stand in front of it and learn how to catch. Because those hands was a little buttery. So opportunity slipped away. I just want to see us capitalize and do what we got to. So as far as the injury updates go, Taylor Decker is out, which I figured, man. Dan Campbell kept giving little hints on where his status was, but he's officially out. Plus, Josh Pascal, he is placed on a reserve list, man. He has an injury. That sucks. Made a really, really big play for us against Kansas City. Want to see him out there on the field. I took a lot of flack from the fan base saying that we could have picked this person and that person instead of Pascal. Well, I actually grew to like Pascal a lot, and I want to see him out there on the field and get his opportunity, man. So you want to see him healthy out there and be able to be productive and help this defensive line, as much as possible and make big plays like he did last game. So that sucks to have him out. It really does. But with that said, we're pretty much healthy everywhere else across the board, which is huge for us because you see what's going on around the league right now. There's injuries everywhere. There's injuries everywhere, man. And that's a part of the game. That's why I said, the first game coming out the gate against Kansas City, it was what it was. Injuries are injuries. It happens in this league. And you just have to expect that. So, I just want our team to stay fairly healthy. We got some pretty good depth in certain departments. We'll see if Penei Sewell plays left tackle tomorrow, how they rotate those guys on the line and see how they fill in. But I still think they're going to do a remarkable job protecting Jared Goff tomorrow. And I expect our Alliance offense to look fluid. So, if we get out to this fast start, 2-0, we looking at the Falcons next, which is more of a, I would say, favorable game when you look at the status of that franchise and where they are. They're trying to build. They're a few steps back from where we are currently right now. We're in that groove, getting ready to be that real competitive team in the playoffs. So that's what we're looking forward to this season. You see some social media outlets and media outlets in general talking Super Bowl. I'm not talking Super Bowl until we get to the playoffs first. We get to the playoffs, win playoff games, then we can start talking, right? Let's just not put too many expectations on our team. Let's go step by step. Let's do it, like we're supposed to. If we exceed expectations, that's all fine and dandy. I'm all for it, obviously. But, let's just let this thing progress the way that it's supposed to progress. But yeah, so looking at both sides of the football for the Detroit Lions, I think we're a little bit favored on both based on what I saw. Let's talk a little bit more about our division, man. Boy, was I not impressed. Good Lord. The Bears look absolutely horrible on offense. Wow. Wow. The defense didn't look the greatest either. But wow. They are terrible, man. Fields is still a running back. They brung Moore over there like he was going to be Calvin Johnson or something. I don't know what that was about. Bro, it's gonna be a long road for Chicago. It's gonna be a long road for Chicago. And then the Vikings are a farce as usual. They are a fraud as usual. Kirk Cousins is still the king of turnover. He, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, before the season started, that team actually lost. They lost talent. They didn't gain a lot of talent. They lost talent. So, seeing Justin Jefferson over there sitting on the bench looking defeated, that sucks, man. But the Eagles absolutely had their way. Darius Slade picking them off, taking it to the house. Jalen Carter, good Lord. I'm not going down that wormhole right now. So, yeah, it was very, very fun to watch the Vikings get the absolute snot beat out of them. I enjoyed every second of it. Green Bay, man, this thing with love. Everybody love. When they play a real team, we can talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I like the Packers just beat Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? When they play somebody, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? We can talk when we get a real team under our belt. Let's do that first, okay? Can we do that? Because that same Jordan Love last year, we beat the shit out of when he did get the opportunity to get on the field. And as far as improvements go, yeah, it looks like clean passes when you're throwing to uncovered receivers. Guys were just open. Let's just be honest about it, they were wide open. I didn't see no thread needle passes from Love. I was not impressed by his arm talent. He got the ball to guys who were wide open. That's what I saw. So, this game that we get ready to face the Seahawks is going to be a test for the middle of our line to see how they do against the run game. Because once we do face Green Bay, we got to deal with that running back room if they can stay healthy. So, Shout out to DeAndre Swift. Career game for him. You know he was talented. Definitely cringe when we got rid of him, but you know how it is around here. Man, not gonna pay a guy, right? He just haven't been available enough. You remember when Matthew Stafford was out for his first couple of years of his career, and then after that he had a pretty much track record of being tough and sticking with it. Well, running back rooms is a little bit different. Running backs always get treated like a piece of meat, always. You see the contract situations that's going on with running backs around the league right now, so that's just, it's always been that way. It's going to continue to be that way. That's just, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, we got Saquon Barkley making less money than Daniel Jones, which is absolutely, that's a farce. That's wow. You know what I'm saying? So the quarterback position is valued in the actual talent in this league. They get a lot of more of the praise than they deserve to me. I always said that quarterbacks were overrated. They are. They're called the captain of the team and everything else, man, but without an offensive line, without a defense, without a solid running back, you ain't doing shit out there. You know, all components to me have certain parts to do with the game, but that's a conversation for another day, right? You know what I'm saying? So, man, let's go into this game tomorrow, do what we got to do, take care of business, whether it's a blowout or not. I don't care. Let's just win. Just win, baby. All right, so that's what I'm looking for tomorrow, man. Leave it in the comment section if you were not impressed with the multiple performance that we've seen over this past week of football. Boy, some bad performances out there. So this should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it in the comments. But leave your feedback in the comments. Make sure that you like the video. And subscribe if you are a newcomer to the channel, man. Subscribe if you want Detroit Lions content. This is the spot to get it. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get each and every video that I put out here. So with that said, man, y'all have a blessed Saturday night. Let's get ready for the game tomorrow. And I'll see you there. Peace.